Hello friends, Stephen Talbot here, and today is Sunday, November the 12th, I believe, 2017 up in here. And I'm just out doing my daily run. Or actually, I haven't been really running that much today. My legs hurt. But I am doing my walk, and it's a pretty shitty day outside. So, I have been walking in the parking garage next to my house because I don't want to get rained on. So, hope you guys had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I probably tell from my throat that I've been a little bit sick. Nothing major. I felt like it was never like a full-on sore throat. But you can probably tell from my voice, there's like, my throat hurts a little bit, and I'm hoping that by me staying in all weekend and laying cuddled up in the bed watching reruns of Star Trek Voyager, that I sort of coddled the sickness and I'm not going to get a sore throat, like a full-blown sore throat. I read a study that the weather actually has absolutely nothing to do with people getting sick. And I don't know, do you guys believe that? I don't believe that. That's crazy. Isn't it? I don't know, it just seems like, why is it that, I'm sure there's a logical explanation, I need to do more research. But it seems a little bit crazy to me. Why do people get sick when it's cold outside? I remember my mom, when we were younger, as kids, telling me and my sister or whatever, we'd take a shower in the morning and we would go outside with wet hair when it was cold outside, and she'd be like, "You are gonna get sick." And I don't think, according to what I read, none of that stuff has anything to do with anything. So I don't know about that. So look, you can see it's a pretty gloomy day, honey. It's pretty gloomy. So I still don't have a car, which freaking sucks. Well, that's the thing. It doesn't really suck. You guys know, like, how it's human nature to always want what you can't have. You know what I mean? Like, it's human nature for me to want to drive somewhere, even though I ain't got no car. Why is that? I remember working at Dell for so many years. When I was in sales, we would do something called a shift bid. And the person with the highest performance got to choose their shift. Well, not all the time, but a lot of times I was one of the highest performers on my team, so I would get to pick the shift that I wanted. And what's interesting is that until the last year or so, or 6 months or whatever, I have not considered myself to be a morning person. And that was especially the case when I was like 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. That was definitely not the case when I was younger. But would you guess that when the shift bid would come around and we would pick our schedule, I would choose the 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. or the 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. shift, which everybody would say, why in the world are you choosing that shift? Especially when you're going to end up staying until 8 o'clock at night anyways. And the reason I did that was just so that I had the freedom to leave at 3:30 if I wanted to. And I made sure to get up every morning at the crack of damn dawn, and I was at work in my chair by 7 o'clock. But that is kind of funny, right? Because I'm definitely not a morning person, or I wasn't then. I like to say that I am now. I really enjoy getting up early now. But the whole reason that I did that, it's just like a psychological mindfuck. It's all about freedom. So I'm guessing that's why it's such a drag that my car is not in operating condition. But anyway, I digress. It's as beautiful as the day can be, I guess. Even though it's pretty damn gloomy. But I guess it's the perfect day to just lay around in my underwear and watch Star Trek. Because I love Star Trek. I really do. I don't like all of them. I don't like the original one. I like Star Trek The Next Generation. I like Star Trek Voyager. And I love that new show called The Orville. Have you guys checked it out? I think it comes on Fox. The creator of it is the same guy who is responsible for American Dad and Family Guy, Seth MacFarlane. Is it MacFarlane? Whatever it is. He is actually the lead character. He plays the lead. He plays the captain of the ship. And let me be very clear. The show is by far 100%, no questions asked, a direct and complete ripoff of Star Trek. But I like it, and that's precisely why I like it. They try to throw in a little bit of dry humor here and there, but it's really good. I've watched every episode so far. It's on Hulu. I don't know the night it comes on, but I always watch it on Hulu. So yeah, if you're a Trekkie like me, check that out. And I've heard that Deep Space Nine is really good, but I've never really got into it, so maybe I'll check that out today. I don't know. So I've gone 5 miles. It just told me in my ear that I've gone 5 miles today. I ain't got shit to do, so I might go another few miles, maybe. I don't know what you think. What do y'all think? Oh, let me show you. You might have been able to see it in the background. But I always love coming up here because it's such a cool view of. See, I know you see the downtown behind me, but it's such a cool view of the baseball field as well. And I will show you that too. And actually, I'll show you a couple of more things. So this is the Sound Stadium right there. Can you see? And let me see if I can point this out. Trying to see in my screen. Okay, do you guys see right there? Right there under my fingertip. See that big old fence going in the sky? That, my friends, is Topgolf. And it happens to be my favorite new pastime, but it's expensive unless you get to go with a bunch of your friends, honey. It's actually really inexpensive if you go with a bunch of your friends. So, what do I want to talk about today? Well, I guess I've just already talked about what I wanted to talk about. No, I did have a one little agenda item. So you guys have probably seen Frontline on PBS. So they have a podcast. You guys know I love my podcasts. They have a podcast called Frontline Dispatch, and I will link to it in the description below. So the latest episode is about child marriage in America. And whoever knew this was a thing, I mean, I thought this was a thing like in India or other countries or something. At least that's the way that its media portrays it whenever it's in the media. Not that I even pay attention that much to the media, but I just would not think in America that it would be even legal for underage girls, mostly girls. Like 95% of the underage people in America that get married are girls. The majority of the girls are between the ages of 14, but as young as 10. They're between the ages of 14 and 17. And the guys are typically between 18 and 24. Which makes a lot of sense, you know. Age is nothing but an arbitrary number, let's get real. It's politics and policy that creates the guidelines, or the lines in the sand. They're arbitrary, nonetheless, right? We can all agree on that. It's an arbitrary number. Just because someone is 17 and another person's 18 does not mean they're not going to fall in love with each other. So, anyways, I'm going to link to it in the description below. It's been very eye-opening. And it's kind of weird because, like, in this case, there's a 14-year-old girl who falls in love with a 24-year-old guy. And she gets pregnant. The parents find out on both sides. They're all saying that they're going to get married. But this police officer the 14-year-old's mother finds out, and she lives like in another state because her parents are divorced. The girl that's pregnant, her mom and dad are divorced. She lives with her father in Idaho, I think, and her mom lives in some other state. So the male side of the family and the female side of the family both have agreed they're going to get married. Well, the mom finds out and calls the popo. Yeah, the mama calls the popo, honey. Gets the popo involved, the police, and now they're trying to charge this girl's boyfriend with statutory rape. So it's crazy to me because I get that there's a policy, but come on now, we are human beings first and foremost. Before we are politics, before we are law, we are fucking human beings. This 14-year-old and this 24-year-old fell in love. Both families knew. Both sides of the family knew the other families and stuff. They're all okay with all this. From the daddy to the sister to the grandmama, the granddaddy, the stepmom, everybody's cool with it. And now this boy is probably going to go away to prison, charged with a felony that's going to forever fuck his life up for statutory rape, all because he fell in love with it, which is, what's more human than falling in love? Huh? What is it? Tell me. Tell me what is more human than falling in love. What is more human than sex? It's just crazy to me. What is more human than giving life? I mean, they're pregnant. They're going to get married. They're going to raise a kid. I get that they're 10 years apart, but age ain't nothing but a number. That's my viewpoint on it. Maybe you'll disagree. I'm sure that the laws are in place to protect. Well, see, I don't know. That's where it gets fuzzy. I don't know. I mean, just because of some arbitrary law, does this guy... I don't know. It's just weird, right? It's just weird. It's a big old gray area. But anyway, I just wanted to know, what are your thoughts on the matter? I will definitely link to the podcast in the description below. It's about an hour long. It's very interesting. And I invite you to have a listen and let me know what you think. So, as I told you before, what am I going, 12 minutes? 12 minutes, honey! Your time is running out. As I told you before, I stayed in all weekend. I really did want to go dancing this weekend. I have so much fun dancing. I told you guys before, I love to dance, bitch. Dance, bitch, dance! But, yeah, I don't really have any plans for the rest of the day. Mario came over to my house Friday and helped me clean it up. Because it wasn't like, I don't know, it was pretty dirty, actually. I just had stuff everywhere. Because when I come home, I strip off my sweaty-ass clothes, and I just had clothes every damn where, and my house was a mess, honey. Not nasty, but just a mess. It was just messy. Which is not like me, but I've been busy. Why have I been so damn busy, honey? I feel like I've been so busy. Oh, because my aunt was moving. Duh. I mean, she's not the reason my house was messy, but... anyways, and I was dealing with my car stuff and all that. And my whole life has become exercise, I swear to God. Which I guess if there's anything to be busy doing, it'd be that, honey. It would be that and taking care of your body and yourself. Self. Oh, I do need to meditate today. I haven't done that yet. Guys, ever since I started meditating, I don't do it daily, but I should do it daily. That's going to be a goal of mine. Not just yet, but it's in the books. It's on the books. Well, I will concentrate on that soon enough. But I do it, I would say, 4 out of 7 days a week or something like that. Ever since I started doing that, I swear I've become the most calm, de-stress, no stress, go with the flow. I was already a go with the flow person. Now I'm probably going to irritate people because I'm so go with the flow. I'm just like, yeah, man, it's chill, man. It's totally chill. It's totally chill, man. But, yeah, if you guys have not meditated, then you should try it out. There's an app called Headspace. There's an app called Calm. I've mentioned these many times before. Just in case you haven't watched my videos in the past, though. Headspace, Calm, and the one I use is called Aware, Aware. You guys should check it out. They are not sponsoring this video. Anyway, it's been 15 minutes and our time must come to an end. But I love you. I want to thank you for watching my videos. I really, really appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please take a moment to hit the subscribe button. If you like this video in particular, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, concerns, or if you think I'm cute, let me know in the comments below. And until next time, enjoy yourself.